It's really great to be back here at I/O. We're living through a remarkable moment in history, where AI is making possible an amazing new future. It's been a year of relentless progress for us. As Sundar said, people love interacting with Gemini 2.5. We've seen you vibe code with it, building games and apps in a single shot. You've used its vast reasoning powers on everything from unpacking scientific papers to understanding YouTube videos. And you've told us how collaborative, insightful, and genuinely helpful you found using Gemini. It's so exciting for us to see the awesome things you've all been doing and building with it. Gemini 2.5 Pro is our most intelligent model ever, and the best foundation model in the world. Just 2 weeks ago, we shipped a preview of an updated 2.5 Pro so you could get your hands on it and start building with it right away. We've been really impressed by what you've created, from turning sketches into interactive apps to simulating entire 3D cities. The new 2.5 Pro tops the popular coding leaderboard Web Dev Arena. And now that it incorporates LearnLM, our family of models built with educational experts, 2.5 Pro is also the leading model for learning. And it's #1 across all the leaderboards on LM Arena. Gemini Flash is our most efficient workhorse model. It's been incredibly popular with developers who love its speed and low cost. Today, I'm thrilled to announce that we're releasing an updated version of 2.5 Flash. The new Flash is better in nearly every dimension, improving across key benchmarks for reasoning, code, and long context. In fact, it's second only to 2.5 Pro on the LM Arena leaderboard. I'm excited to say that Flash will be generally available in early June, with Pro soon after. We're making final adjustments based on your feedback, but you can go try out the preview now in AI Studio, Vertex AI, and Gemini app. As always, we're looking to push the state-of-the-art relentlessly forward, and we're excited about our latest research advances. To tell you more, I'd like to welcome Tulsee to the stage, but first, let's take a look at what you're building with Gemini today.
Can you make a bunch of confetti circles explode out of my mouse?
I've updated the sketch.
Okay, what should we build next?
Okay, here's another 30 ideas for you.
Thanks, Demis. I'm so excited to share the improvements we're creating to make it easier for developers like all of you to build with Gemini 2.5, all based on your feedback, with improved capabilities, enhanced security and transparency, better cost efficiency, and more control. First, in addition to the new 2.5 Flash that Demis mentioned, we are also introducing new previews for text-to-speech. These now have a first-of-its-kind multi-speaker support for 2 voices, built on native audio output.
This means the model can converse in more expressive ways. It can capture the really subtle nuances of how we speak. It can even seamlessly switch to a whisper like this.
This works in over 24 languages, and it can easily go between languages.
So the model can begin speaking in English, but then ये हिंदी या किसी भी और भाषा में स्विच कर सकता है।
And switch back, all with the same voice.
That's pretty awesome, right? You can use this text-to-speech capability starting today in the Gemini API. Yeah. The Live API will also have a 2.5 Flash preview version of native audio dialogue later today. So you can directly build conversational experiences with a more natural Gemini. It's even able to distinguish between the speaker and background voices, so it knows when to respond. And Logan and Paige will show you more in the developer keynote. Second, we've strengthened protections against security threats like indirect prompt injections. So Gemini 2.5 is our most secure model yet. And in both 2.5 Pro and Flash, we're including thought summaries via the Gemini API and Vertex AI. Thought summaries take the model's raw thoughts and organize them into a clear format with headers, key details, and information about model actions like tool calls. This gives you increased transparency for what the model is thinking, which is especially useful for high latency tasks, while also just being easy to debug and consume. You also asked us for more efficiency. So today's 2.5 Flash is even more efficient, reducing the number of tokens the model needs to use for the same performance, resulting in 22% efficiency gains on our evals. Finally, we launched 2.5 Flash with thinking budgets to give you control over cost and latency versus quality. And the response was great. So we're bringing thinking budgets to 2.5 Pro, which will roll out in the coming weeks, along with our generally available model. With thinking budgets, you can have more control over how many tokens the model uses to think before it responds, or you can simply turn it off. Now, as you heard from Demis, Gemini 2.5 Pro is incredible at coding. So now, let me show you how you can take any idea you have and bring it to life. So if you've ever been to the American Museum of Natural History in New York City, it has a set of amazing exhibits. So to bring that to you today, I got 2.5 Pro to code me a simple web app in Google AI Studio to share some photos and learn more. So here's what I have so far. But I want to make it more interactive. And I'm still brainstorming the design, but I've got some ideas. You've seen something like this before, right? Someone comes to you with a brilliant idea scratched on a napkin. As a PM, I'm often this someone. Now, standard two-dimensional web design is one thing, but I wanted to make it 3D. And I learned that jumping into 3D isn't easy. It requires learning about all kinds of new things, setting up a scene, camera, lighting, and more. Luckily for me, 2.5 Pro can help. So here, what I'm going to do is I am going to add the image I just showed you of the sphere. And I'm going to add in a prompt that asks 2.5 Pro to update my code based on the image. So we'll let 2.5 Pro get to work. And as you can see, it's starting to think, and it's going ahead and creating a plan based on what I asked for. And it'll apply it to my existing code base. Because Gemini is multimodal, it can understand the abstract sphere sketch and code beautiful 3D animations, applying them to my existing app. So this takes about 2 minutes. So for the purpose of time, we're going to do this baking show style. And I'm going to jump to another tab that I ran right before this keynote with the same prompt. And here's what Gemini generates. Whoa. We went from that rough sketch directly to code, updating multiple of my files. And actually, you can see it thought for 37 seconds. And you can see the changes it thought through, and then the files it updated. We did all of this in AI Studio, so once I finished prototyping, I can simply deploy the code along with my Gemini API key. So here's our final app in Chrome. Look at these animations. And I didn't need to have advanced knowledge of 3.js libraries or figure out the complex 3D math to build this. I know it would have taken forever to do this by hand, and instead, I was able to create this just based on a sketch. I can make this experience even richer with multimodality. So I used 2.5 Flash to add a question to each photo, inviting you to learn a little more about it. But what if it talked? That's where Gemini's native audio comes in.
That's a pangolin, and its scales are made of keratin, just like your fingernails.
Wow, now we're talking. You can hear how you can add expressive audio right into your apps. And before I share more, I'll leave this demo with another fun layout that 2.5 Pro coded just for us. We've put the starter code for anyone to build on top of this demo in Google AI Studio, so go try it out. And this is just one example of how Gemini 2.5 is changing how we build and how you can leverage the incredible capabilities to integrate vision, speech, and coding into your own applications. 2.5 Pro is available on your favorite IDE platforms and in Google products like Android Studio, Firebase Studio, Gemini Code Assist, and our asynchronous coding agent, Jules. Just submit a task, and Jules takes care of the rest, fixing bugs, making updates. It integrates with GitHub and works on its own. Jules can tackle complex tasks in large code bases that used to take hours, like updating an older version of Node.js. It can plan the steps, modify files, and more in minutes. So today, I'm delighted to announce that Jules is now in public beta, so anyone can sign up at jules.google. And like Demis said, we're always innovating on new approaches to improve our models, including making them more efficient and performant. We first revolutionized image and video generation by pioneering diffusion techniques. A diffusion model learns to generate outputs by refining noise step by step. Today, we're bringing the power of diffusion to text with our newest research model. This helps it excel at tasks like editing, including in the context of math and code. Because it doesn't just generate left to right, it can iterate on a solution very quickly and error correct during the generation process. Gemini diffusion is a state-of-the-art experimental text diffusion model that leverages this parallel generation to achieve extremely low latency. For example, the version of Gemini diffusion we're releasing today generates 5 times faster than even 2.0 Flash Lite, our fastest model so far, while matching its coding performance. So take this math example. Ready? Go. If you blinked, you missed it. Now, earlier, we sped things up. But this time, we're going to slow it down a little bit. Pretty cool to see the process of how the model gets to the answer of 39. This model is currently testing with a small group. And we'll continue our work on different approaches, lowering latency in all of our Gemini models, with a faster 2.5 Flash Lite coming soon. And now, for more on the future of Gemini, back to you, Demis.
Thanks, Tulsee. We've been busy exploring the frontiers of thinking capabilities in Gemini 2.5. As we know from our experience with AlphaGo, responses improve when we give these models more time to think. Today, we're making 2.5 Pro even better by introducing a new mode we're calling Deep Think. It pushes model performance to its limits, delivering groundbreaking results. DeepThink uses our latest cutting-edge research in thinking and reasoning, including parallel techniques. So far, we've seen incredible performance. It gets an impressive score on USAMO 2025, currently one of the hardest maths benchmarks. It leads on Live Codebench, a difficult benchmark for competition-level coding. And since Gemini has been natively multimodal from the start, it's no surprise that it also excels on the main benchmark measuring this, MMMU. Because we're defining the frontier with 2.5 Pro DeepThink, we're taking a little bit of extra time to conduct more frontier safety evaluations and get further input from safety experts. As part of that, we're going to make it available to trusted testers via the Gemini API to get their feedback before making it widely available. You'll hear more about our plans for 2.5 Pro DeepThink from Josh later today. Over the past decade, we've laid a lot of the foundations for the modern AI era. From our pioneering work inventing the Transformers architecture, which today underpins all large language models, to agent systems like AlphaGo and AlphaZero, we continue to double down on the breadth and depth of our fundamental research to invent the next big breakthroughs that are needed for artificial general intelligence. Gemini is already the best multimodal foundation model, but we're working hard to extend it to become what we call a world model. That is a model that can make plans and imagine new experiences by simulating aspects of the world, just like the brain does. This is something I've always been passionate about, having thought about virtual worlds since my early days, developing AI for simulation games like Theme Park. We've been taking strides in this direction for a while through our pioneering work training agents to master complex games like Go and StarCraft, to most recently, our Genie 2 model, capable of generating 3D simulated environments that you can interact with just from a single image prompt. You can already see these capabilities emerging in the way Gemini can use its world knowledge and reasoning to represent things in nature. And in VO, our state-of-the-art video model, which has a deep understanding of intuitive physics, like how gravity, light, and materials behave. It's really incredible how well VO maintains accuracy and consistency across frames. It knows what to do, even when the prompts get a little creative, like this person made out of life rafts. Understanding the physical environment will also be critical for robotics. AI systems will need world models to operate effectively in the real world. We fine-tuned a specialized model, Gemini Robotics, that teaches robots to do useful things like grasp, follow instructions, and adjust to novel tasks on the fly. For those of you here today, you can play around with the robots in the AI sandbox. Making Gemini a full world model is a critical step in unlocking a new kind of AI, one that's helpful in your everyday life, that's intelligent and understands the context you're in, and that can plan and take action on your behalf across any device. This is our ultimate vision for the Gemini app, to transform it into a universal AI assistant, an AI that's personal, proactive, and powerful, and one of our key milestones on the road to AGI. This starts with the capabilities we first explored last year in Project Astra, such as video understanding, screen sharing, and memory. Over the past year, we've been integrating capabilities like these into Gemini Live for more people to experience today. Of course, we continue to relentlessly improve and explore new innovations at the frontier. For example, we've upgraded voice output to be more natural with native audio. We've improved memory and added computer control. Let's take a look.
I'm here with the latest research prototype of Project Astra, and we're going to see how it can help me fix my bike. Hey, go online and look for a user's manual for a Huffy mountain bike.
I have found a user manual for you. What would you like to know about it?
Okay, cool. Now scroll until you find the section about the brakes.
Sure thing. Looking for that page now.
I think I stripped this screw. Can you go on YouTube and find a video for how to fix that?
Of course. I'm opening YouTube now. This looks like a good video.
Please Place a rubber band over the head of the screw.
Oh, nice.
Press down
Thanks.
firmly.
Can you go through my emails with the bike shop and find which size hex nut I need?
Sure. According to the email from Bicycle Habitat, you need a 3/8" hex nut for your sprocket. I've highlighted the correct bin for you.
It seems like I need a spare tension screw. Can you call the nearest bike shop and see what they have in stock?
Yep, calling them now. I'll get back to you with what they have in stock.
I think my brake pads are wearing down. Can you check the manual again and see if it talks about them anywhere?
According to the manual, if you look on page 24,
Do you want to get lunch?
Yeah, give me 5 minutes. Can you finish what you were saying?
as I was saying, if you look on page 24, section 2, you'll see how to replace the brake pads.
Hey, any updates on that call?
Yep, I just got off of the bike shop. They confirmed they have your tension screw in stock. Would you like me to place a pickup order?
Could you show me some examples of dog baskets I can put on my bike?
Sure, I can help you with that. Just give me a moment. Here are some options. I think Zuka would look really great in these.
A universal AI assistant will perform everyday tasks for us. It will take care of mundane admin and surface delightful new recommendations, making us more productive and enriching our lives. We're gathering feedback about these new capabilities now from trusted testers and working to bring them to Gemini Live, new experiences in search, and the Live API for developers, as well as new form factors like Android XR glasses. You'll hear more on this later today. My entire career at its core has been about using AI to advance knowledge and accelerate scientific discovery. At Google DeepMind, we've been applying AI across almost every branch of science for a long time. In just the past year, we've made some huge breakthroughs in a wide range of areas, from mathematics to life sciences. We've built AlphaProof that can solve maths Olympiad problems at the silver medal level. Co-scientist that can collaborate with researchers, helping them develop and test novel hypotheses. And we've just released AlphaEvolve, which can discover new scientific knowledge and speed up AI training itself. In the life sciences, we've built Amy, a research system that could help clinicians with medical diagnoses, AlphaFold 3, which can predict the structure and interactions of all of life's molecules, and Isomorphic Labs, which builds on our AlphaFold work to revolutionize the drug discovery process with AI, and will one day help to solve many global diseases. In just a few short years, AlphaFold has already had a massive impact in the scientific community. It's become a standard tool for biology and medical research, with over 2.5 million researchers worldwide using it in their critical work. As we continue to make progress towards AGI, I've always believed, if done safely and responsibly, it has the potential to accelerate scientific discovery and be the most beneficial technology ever invented. Taking a step back, it's amazing to me that even just a few years ago, the frontier technology you're seeing today would have seemed nothing short of magic. It's exciting to see these technologies powering new experiences in products like Search and Gemini, and also coming together to help people in their daily lives. For example, we recently partnered with Aira, a company that assists people in the blind and low vision community to navigate the world by connecting them via video to human visual interpreters. Using Astra technology, we built a prototype to help more people have access to this type of assistance. We're getting ongoing feedback from users, while Aira's interpreters are actively supervising for safety and reliability. With this and all our groundbreaking work, we're building AI that's more personal, proactive, and powerful, enriching our lives, advancing the pace of scientific progress, and ushering in a new golden age of discovery and wonder.
I remember as a child playing till it got dark outside to make sure I could still play guitar without being able to see. I was diagnosed with retinitis pigmentosa when I was probably about 4 years old. My vision is actively deteriorating, but music has been something that I can continue to do with the closing in of my visual reality. I feel free when I'm playing music. If Project Astra can help me be more independent, it would be, the greatest thing ever. Touring, for example, I love it because I get to go out and go to places I've never been before and meet new people, but it definitely is becoming more difficult.
Hello there.
Hello. Can you tell me what you see in this green room while I scan around?
I see a sign on the wall in the direction you're facing. The sign says Wi-Fi network, the Gray Eagle, and the password is live music.
Thank you very much. Can you help me locate a microphone stand?
Sure, I can help with that. Do you mind if I turn on the flashlight?
Yes, please.
I see a wall with several coiled cables, and what look like mic stands towards the top right in the video.
The most powerful thing I can do is to get on stage, pick up my guitar, and play. Helps people understand that there's more than just blind or not blind, disability and ability. If Project Astra could help me along the way, I'm all for it.
Have a great time at your show.